Not playing Best Ball DraftKings, you're missing out. Here's what you need to know. DraftKings Best Ball Millionaire Contest is the biggest fantasy contest ever. We're talking 15 million in guaranteed prize pool with that's right, two millionaires being crowned for first and second place. If you're a set it and forget it type, then Best Ball is for you. No waiver wires, no roster management, bigger rosters so injuries won't end your season. Only the draft, and that's it. You're set for the season. Still not convinced? Check this out. This year, DraftKings is offering everyone draft one, get one special. Your $20 entry fee scores a bonus ticket. Get in on the best ball action. Download DraftKings app. Use code Shannon. That's code Shannon. All customers who enter NFL Best Ball 15 Millionaire Contest to get a bonus ticket and get a shot at being crowned one of two millionaires. Only on DraftKings. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap Olympic Edition. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. The guy to your bottom left, he's your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro, Liberty City's own, y'all know him, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Guys, we also have a special guest. We're going to introduce him in a minute. Let me go through the cadence here. Guys, thank you. Please make sure you go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed, wherever you get your podcast from. Every subscriber counts. Every subscriber matters. We're able to get to this point thus far thanks to your support. Please make sure, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you go check out Shea by LaPortier. We're taking pre-orders only. Also, please go follow my media company on all its platforms. That's Shea Media. And my clothing company, 84. That's 84 spelled out. As you can see, Ocho and I are wearing the new Olympic merch that just dropped. You can see what it is right here. Ocho got the white on. I got the gray kind of blue accents. Ocho got the shorts also. Hey, they sent me these, trying to get me to squeeze Texas and Georgia. Y'all know that wasn't going to work. So here we are right now. I could just hold up. Yeah. I could just hold up mine. They actually thought I was going to be able to fit in these. That's some of Ash doing. Use code Olympics, and the Olympic merch just dropped, and the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very special guest joining us to recap the day's events, the sprinting events. He's a 5-time Olympic medalist. He's a 12-time World Championship medalist. He's the 2004 Olympic champion in 100 meters. He beat Francis Obokwelu from Portugal by 1/100th of a second. He ran 9.85. Obokwelu ran 9.86. He's a 2005 and 2017 world champ in the 100 meters. He's a 2005 world champ in the 200 meters. He's a 2019 world champ in the 4x4, the 4x1. He is none other than Justin Gatlin. Nephew, what's going on, bro? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Chad, what's up, Ocho? What's up, baby?
Man, everything good. I'm still waiting to race you. I've been waiting by 10, 15 years now. We're gonna put them spikes on.
But you know what? So, first of all, I was trying to add that to my stats. I was trying to get that Unc to say, hey, beat Chad Ochocinco in a street race. But my package ain't come. I hit the button that said 30 days on Amazon instead of overnight. So I ain't get my spikes yet. So we're gonna wait for those.
Okay, anytime.
We're gonna get that popping though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Justin, let's jump right into it. In the women's 100-meter final, this was an upset. She was the overwhelming favorite, although Julien Alfred has been running well all year. She's been in her bag all year. So let's not just make it seem like she just came on the scene. She's an NCAA champ. She's a medalist on the world stage. She can run. And she put the race together of her life. She got out of the blocks, and Sha'Carri couldn't chase her down. It seems like to me that Sha'Carri was not herself. She wasn't as jubilant. She wasn't playing around like she normally was. When you watch this race and you break it down from your professional standpoint, what, besides Julien Alfred running well, what do you think happened to Sha'Carri in this race?
Well, you know, I think Sha'Carri is known to be a fighter, right? That's how she's made her mark in the sport. She's fought the world. We know it because you can see it in her races. When she comes across that line, she's roaring. You know what I mean? So watching her run, she didn't show that, I think, in the semis and the finals. But once again, just like in the Super Bowl, when you get to that Olympic line, Everything that you think of that you when you was a little kid about being an Olympic medalist or going to the Super Bowl, it's those flashbacks that come to you. That moment is here now. It's a heavy moment that you have to put on your back when that gun goes off. So I think at the end of the day, sometimes that moment gets bigger than you, and the preparation you just got to put to the side and say, everything that got me to this point, I'm gonna do it again.
Go ahead, Ocho.
I mean, I think all Sha'Carri has to do. She's been phenomenal all year. She's been phenomenal all year. Obviously, she did win silver. And there's one thing: I'm not a track runner. I'm not a track star, but I am familiar with track runners, with athletes. I have one now. You know, my daughter's here. She's at University of Kentucky. If we could help my baby, with her start, and just get a faster start, just get a better start, turn it over a little faster, because the back half of the race, she's good. She's good. And other than that, I have nothing bad to say. I'm happy. She won silver, and I'm excited.
I don't think that the Sha'Carri that we know showed up today. And that's nothing against Sha'Carri. No. I think that if the Sha'Carri we know that showed up to the Olympic trials,
yes,
would have handled business today.
Yeah.
That would have been a very close race and a very competitive race today.
Hey, Justin, I have a question. With someone as good as that, I'm sure, obviously, whenever you race, especially on a stage this big, do you, as a runner, as a competitor, do you still consider it a bad thing coming in second? Is that? I mean, how do you guys view it as Olympic sprinters, not winning gold, but still placing, really well?
I mean, when you look at the point of how you trained all year, you've become the favorite, and you've worked so hard to make sure you want to obtain that gold. Yeah, it's a little hurt in your heart. You know what I mean? Because your focus is to get that gold. That's what you're here for. You're the favorite going into the finals. You're the favorite going into the Olympics. So everyone's already saying that it's yours to lose. That's what you want. But if you're looking at it from like 50,000 feet up, when you look at yourself against 7.9 billion people in the world, you getting that second place is still an accomplishment. You know what I mean? Especially for if you have a young career, you have a long career in front of you.
Yeah,
so
long way.
I don't think that she should walk away feeling with her head hanging down. It's the fact that it's motivation going into the world championships and her getting ready for the next Olympics when it comes.
But this is what we've talked about with Sha'Carri all along. Even when Sha'Carri, before what transpired in 2021, we always question the starts. We know at this level, this is not high school. This is not the collegiate level, Justin. You are not going to consistently run down these men and women if you get left in the blocks. They're just too talented. You can't spot women and men that are the equivalent of you 2 meters and think you're going to chase them down. The reason why Bolt got so good, became great, is because he worked on that start. And once he could get out the blocks, even with you, once he got to 50 meters and he stood up, it was over. Sha'Carri has a top end, like you got to go back to FloJo to find a female that has a top end like Sha'Carri, but she's giving up too much ground in the beginning of the race, Justin, and she can't chase these women down consistently.
So my coach, when I was competing, is actually her coach.
Dennis Mitchell.
And my coach always said, Dennis Mitchell said, 9-7 don't catch 9-7. So you can't give a deficit to an individual that is your equal out there when you competing against.
Exactly.
You got to make sure that you go through your checks and balances before that race. And when that gun goes off, anything that is what you got to hit, which is your strong suit, you got to capitalize on your strong suit.
Right.
And her strong suit is that second half. She has to be in striking distance of the Julien Alfred, because Julien Alfred is strong. She gonna push through that line, and that's what she did tonight. She got in front, and she did not relinquish that lead. For Sha'Carri had to give, like you said earlier with Usain Bolt, have a good start. You ain't got to be in front of the field. We know that when the light goes on and you hit that 50-meter mark, Sha'Carri wakes up. Yeah, and we see what she can do when she wakes up. So the fact is, now the Olympic gold is somewhere else. Let that be motivation for her to be able to come back and do something bigger and better. We need to see a 10-5.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Justin, is that we look at her in the trials. She ran 10.71. She ran high 10.80s. I don't know if people understand how slow. Now, we're not talking about the world when she ran 10.65, which is probably one of the 4 or 5 fastest time ever run by a woman. She ran 10.71 at the trials, and it wasn't close. Today, she ran high 10.80s. That's not Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri can run 10.80 in her sleep. But I believe the moment, the pressure, the expectations came along, and all of a sudden she was stealing the blocks. I'm like, she's not catching. Once I saw the way Julien Alfred got out, I said, Sha'Carri's not catching her. Not today. Not today. She'd have had to run 10.6. I don't know if she could have called if she'd have run 10.65 with the start that she got today, Justin. And then listen, and what we're trying to do, we're trying to analyze and go through the steps, the cadence of what a world-class runner, male or female, goes through. And what Justin's saying, what I'm trying to say is that, look, he said it. Dennis Mitchell said, if you run 9.7 and I run 9.7 and I get you out the gate, you're not catching me. It's just like a race car. If we both got 800 horsepower and I get you off the line, Ocho, you're not catching me. If I got 800 horsepower, you got 800 horsepower, and we're the equivalent drivers. So she had to hit that mark. She needed to be with Alfred. And then when we got to 50, now let's see. My top end has already was even with your back, with your front end. And now let's see who can get to the last 50 meters and give.
Well, I always thought about something. When I think about racing, obviously, I don't know track like that. Justin, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think there may be 2 phases or maybe 3 different phases in track. Obviously, there's a start. That's one phase, I would assume. Then you have your drive phase, you know, which I'm assuming you driving out to get out. And then I'm not sure what the third phase might be called. Your transition, being able to hold that phase as long as possible. I'm assuming your strength, you don't actually turn over and get faster. You're just able to maintain that top end speed longer than everybody else. So when it comes to racers, there's a bunch of receivers in the NFL. Everybody can catch, but they all get open a different way. So are there runners, or is it crazy to say that each runner has a different strength and nobody will have all 3 phases and be really good at all 3 phases, Justin?
That's the one thing I love about running 100 meters, man. All 3 of us are built different. See, we have different attributes we bring to the table, but all 3 of us could run sub 10.
Bingo.
That's what you're looking at when you're looking at those women when they get to the line, and the men. It's the fact that there's some are tall, some are short, some are stocky, some are skinny. But the fact is they all can go. You know what I mean? I think you have to play on what your strengths are, but you have to mask and protect what your weaknesses are. And for her in that situation is, all right, we know you're not the best starter in the world, but the fact is, it's saying, like you said, you got to make sure that you get out, you in striking distance, and you got to get to what you are good at, which is your top end speed. You have your start, you have your drive phase, you have your transition, you have your top end speed, and you finish. That's what it is. It's those 5 phases, and she's good at 4 of those 5. You see what I'm saying? Once she gets going, it's a wrap, and we see it. And especially through that prelims, if you watch her prelims, them wheels were spinning when she come through that line, and she only caught the 10.9, and she was just spinning. So you notice she had a lot left in the tank, and the confidence was there as well. Going into that finals and that semis, it was a whole different ball game. When you line up next to somebody that you know that can be a possible threat, you know what I'm saying? Now you start second guessing. But in those moments, in those moments when you're running Olympic finals, there ain't no 4 quarters, there ain't no 2 halves. You only get 10 seconds for them females. You only get 9 seconds for them men. You ain't got time to think. It's all instinctual. You got to react like a savage. You got to get out there and just go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Justin. I'm not so sure. I'm not saying that Ocho, remember you and I was talking? Justin, how fair would it be if Usain Bolt had Christian Coleman start or had your start? It wouldn't be fair. He'd run sub 9.4 if he had a start like that with a top end. With a top end like what he has. But the thing is, as runners, Ocho, once you get to a certain point, it's not about speeding up. It's about the process when you start to decelerate. His deceleration is so much slower than everyone else's deceleration. And so that's why it looks like, man, he's speeding up. He's not. It's just everybody else is slowing. Everybody else is just slowing down a lot faster than what he is. And I believe Sha'Carri, she didn't need to be second out of the block, but she couldn't be dead last out of the block. And I think that was the difference in the race, because you get somebody like Julien Alfred, who's a strong runner, who can start exceptionally well. If you spot her that much distance, I'm not saying you need to be second out of the blocks, but if you dead last and give up that much separation, you're not catching her. You're not catching her.
Yeah. It's the same thing. But you about to give me some nightmares, man. If Usain Bolt had a Christian Coleman start and a Usain finish, I probably have to take up a whole other career, brother. But at the end of the day, when you look at Julien Alfred,
Yes.
you're giving her praise. Her track record speaks for it. She's a 2-time NCAA champion, 102 meet, 100 and the
Correct.
200. She is the indoor world champion just of
Yes.
this year. And then she went
60
into
meters,
the finals
yeah.
with one of the fastest times of the season. So she knows how to get it done in championship environments. So she ain't that kind of person that's just sitting there hoping that she gets on the podium. She's coming to get to the top of that podium. That's what she's built.
Can I ask you this? What do you think? Because if you look at a lot of these runners, Sha'Carri did not run after the trials. Julien Alfred ran. Noah Lyles ran. Rob Benjamin ran. Christian Warholm ran. Alison Dos Santos ran. Femke Bol ran. How much? Because that's like a 6-week lull in between when you're here to all of a sudden trying to ramp it back up in 6 weeks. Do you believe that played a role?
I don't necessarily think so, only because I came from that same coaching system. I know Dennis is going to get you ready. He knows what's at stake. And we train extremely hard, right? To the point where it did give you nightmares. When I retired, my body felt better retired than it did when I was in the game. You see what I'm saying? So we work hard, man. So I know that she was working hard, and that moment meant everything, not only to her, but her whole training group. It meant, and to her whole circle, her coaching, her agency. They knew that this moment was there for them. So I think that she was prepared physically for that moment. It's just the fact that the moment was very big. Yeah, the moment was very big.
This was a very seismic moment for the small Caribbean island of St. Lucia with a population of under 200,000. Julien Alfred just won the nation's first ever Olympic medal, and it's gold. Her time of 10:72 is a St. Lucian national record that puts her in the top 10 all time. The margin of victory, the 0.15, the biggest winning margin in the women's 100-meter Olympic final since Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce won in Beijing in 2008. That's how dominant what Julien Alfred just did. Let that sink in. The biggest margin of victory in 16 years. We know, as far as women starting, ain't nobody had to start like the mommy rocket. Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce. But here's the thing. In order for you to beat Shelly Ann, for Elaine Thompson-Herah, she had to be close because she got that FloJo closing speed. She said, if I can just be close, I know at 50 meters, if I'm close, I'm going to come get you. But if you're not close, and hey, look, a lot of those Jamaican women can get out the gate on you. I mean, we forget about Veronica Campbell-Brown. We forget about Stewart. What's the name?
Karan Stewart. Look at Karan Stewart ran 10-7.
Stewart, the Jamaican lady for Stewart. Obviously Merlene Ottey, Jolene Kirkberg. Jamaica has female sprinters. I mean, out the yin yang. We just know about over the last, say, decade, when we talk about Shelly Ann Fraser and we talk about Merlene Ottey, and we talk about some of the ones that we know. Sharika Jackson. Sharika Jackson started as a 400-meter runner, won the bronze medal, dropped down. And now here she is, one of the fastest women in the world, the fastest, ran the second fastest time ever at the Worlds last year, 21:41, starting to challenge FloJo's record. I think her record is what, 21:33, 21:34. I think it's something like that. So we know what the Jamaican women can do, but give Julien Alfred, Juju, she put on the show today. She put on the show today. And you watch the watch party, Justin, and you see the way that nation, man, you thought you was at a local bar and that was the hometown team playing in the Super Bowl, Ocho, or the NBA final. The way that nation got behind that young lady.
Ocho, Shannon, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, watching her win, and how many people are in her country? Over 200,000?
Less than 200. Less than
200.
Drop in the bucket when you're talking about 7.9 billion people in the world. You understand?
Yes.
And when she goes home to train, everyone in the country line up on the fence just to watch her do drills, A skips and B skips, just to watch her train. They'd have so much love for her. She is one of those generational athletes that's going to help the next generation of female sprinters and male sprinters have confidence to say, I'm from a small island, I can get the job done too.
Job done. Yeah.
There's a video surfacing. Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce, this is her last Olympics. She let it be known, this is my last Olympics, that I guess what's transpiring, Justin, if you don't ride the team bus, people are having issues getting in. And it seems like Sha'Carri had that issue, and Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce had the issue getting to the warm-up area. And I guess when she got there late, she ended up tweaking a hamstring. I'm not really sure. You're in Paris, Justin. What have you heard was the reason, or one of the reasons why Shelly Ann pulled out of this race, knowing it's her last Olympics?
Well, first of all, it started off that she had hamstring issues, and then it started off that she wasn't let into the warm area. Now hearing that she had to ride the bus to be able to get into the warm up area. To me, bro, it's just ludicrous. First of all, in our sport, when you are a star, you come in with a private car because you dialed in, you focused.
Right.
To get on that bus, sometimes that bus gets overpacked. There ain't no seats left. You got to sit on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Just to get to ride for 20, 30 minutes on a bus where there ain't no air conditioning and to get to the stadium. Yes, it's a humbling experience. But when you are poised to win or you have won Olympic gold, there should be a different level of preparation for you. We know that you can get the job done. There's no reason why she should not have been let into the warm-up area to get ready for her last 100 meters that we ever gonna see. That I feel like that was a shame to the fact of altering her preparation and the legend that Mommy Rocket is. Now we're gonna look back at those channels on the internet and see that vacant lane 5, and there's no Mommy Rocket there. I feel like that hurt my heart, knowing that such a legend, and y'all legends in your own right. Imagine that they call your name out to come out on the field and then you don't show up because you couldn't get what you need to get done. No,
we couldn't get into the stadium.
Exactly, you couldn't get into the damn stadium. The Olympics should oblige those ones that we know that are gunning for that Olympic title, because that's gonna make a better show for everybody.
Right.
Damn, man.
Ocho, what was anticlimactic? The U.S. 4x4 mixed relay yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Dwayne Dedman, Vernon Norwood, Shamir Little, and Brown. I forget Brown's first name. They set the world record in the 4x4 mixed relay. But today, the Dutch team, anchored by the legendary Femke Bol, ran a sub 48 closing split. She ran 47.93, and she tracked down the American to snatch gold.
I saw that.
Justin, was it a mistake not to have Quincy Wilson, because you took him over there? And I don't get it. Now, he's run in the rounds at the trials. He ran sub 45 all 3 rounds. His last meet, I think it was the Edwin Moses or the one in Florida with what's the guy, the hurdler?
Yeah,
Holloway, Grant Holloway.
Yep.
Holloway Classic. He ran 44.20, which is one of the fastest times in the world this year. Why you say, well, he doesn't have world experience. Well, how the hell is he going to get it if you take him across the water and don't let him run? So what did you think was going to happen, Justin, if you let the kid run? He's going to all of a sudden blow up and run a 50? I don't think that's going to happen. So what do you think happened in the mixed relays, other than Femke Bol running that legendary anchor leg?
So sources are saying that Quincy Wilson got injured, you know what I'm saying, while he was at practice for the relay. So if that's the case, I hope he gets well soon. He's had an amazing season. First of all, he's PR'd 4 times this season as a 16-year-old. He ran a whole youth season. Then he went to big boy trials. You know what I mean? He went out there to Olympic trials, handled his business in Olympic trials, made the relay team, and then he went overseas to run races as well. So he dropped that 44.20, which makes him the 3rd fastest American this season. And he ran stride for stride with one of the fastest Americans this whole season to be able to get that 44.20. And that means he's about the top 5 fastest times of the year throughout the world. You understand? So maybe his legs are a little tired, but if he wasn't injured, there was no reason why you don't use this young athlete on the team. That gives other opportunity to be able to rest athletes that are critical in your finals, right? So if you rested Bryce Dedman for the prelims, you put Quincy Wilson in there, he's going to show out, and you're not going to have a real look of what the finals Team USA is going to do in the finals. Now you kind of leaving everybody guessing what they look like. They broke the world record, which is bittersweet because they broke the world record at
in the prelims.
3 minutes 7 seconds and 3 minutes 7 and 41 seconds was the world record they smashed, right? To win the gold was 3 minutes 7 seconds point 43. So literally just a couple of hundreds of seconds away from breaking that world record, or they could have got that Olympic gold.
And that's the difference. Yep. Look, Justin, you had a 15-year career at that level. You was running subs. Damn near you and Kim Collins might be the only two that's ever run sub 10 at 40 years of age. So you know the margins of victory. It's not like high school. You're not finna be blowing these people out of the water. These people can run. And look, I get it. Like when you're running, you're in the moment, and they stayed on the gas, the anchor leg. I was listening to Richard Ross. She's like, she's still on the gas. I thought she would back off and save some in the tank. There was no reason to break the world record, because you break the world record in the prelims and you don't get gold. People are gonna be scratching your head with like, damn, did you leave some of that on the track the day before? Ocho, you know, we talking like, hey, save some of them catches for next week, or save some of those baskets for next week. Don't use them all up right now. So if you're the coach of that team, what would have been your strategy, Justin, going into, let's just win to make sure we qualify. We're not out for a world record. We just want to make sure we qualify, and then let's drop the hammer in the finals.
Well, I think right now it's kind of with the same thing going on with the men's basketball. The world's catching up to you. The world's catching up to you. You have a lot of international athletes who come to America to get trained by American coaches at American institutes. So they're understanding the ideology that we have when it comes to competing at a high level, right? But the thing is happening now is the fact of, as if I was that relay coach, I would say, go out there, qualify. That's all we need to do. Qualify, get to that finals, then you let loose. Get that goal and that world record. Then you're going to catch everybody off guard. But now the fact of they gave Femke Bal and Team Netherlands a look. You guys running 3 minutes and 7 seconds? Okay, cool. We're going to be ready for that when it comes to the finals. They came out with the same quartet. So they knew exactly what that order was going to be. They knew exactly how they were going to run, and of the fact of you went and broke.
We're having a little technical difficulties with Justin's mic. He is in Paris, ladies, so forgive us. And it's the wee hours of the morning, so we greatly, greatly appreciate Justin taking time out of his busy schedule, staying up late night with us to break down these races. I agree with you, but Harris, the difference is that you see they brought Femke. Now, is that 47.90 going to take something out of her legs for the 400? Because you know Sid wants to be, she's thought of right now as the greatest 400-meter female women's hurdler in the history. There's something to be said about a two-time Olympic champ, because for me, Justin, I believe this will be her last 400. I believe Bobby and her will focus on the open 400 to make her the greatest middle distance sprinter in the history. If she can win 2 golds in the Olympics, in the 400 hurdles and the world, and then turn around and in the world championship win the 400 gold, sitting up for 2028 to win the 400, it ain't even close.
At the end of the day, you got to look at what Femke Bal's building. Femke Bal's building a campaign to show how great she is. Yes, Sydney's chasing history. Femke Bal is chasing Sydney to history. But what's going to happen is Sydney can't make no mistakes in her race. She can't hit no hurdle. She can't stutter step. Femke Bal is going to be right there in that picture frame when it counts. Do I think that running that 44.7 to run that 47 in that mixed relays is going to tax Femke Bal? No, she's trained for that this whole season. She's been running mixed relays from the world relays all the way through to now. So her body's ready for that. It's used to it.
Hey, you know, when I think about it, they set the world record, and then you come back and to gas out on the last, you know, I'm assuming gassed out, you know, that monkey jump on your back, which allowed the Netherlands or Holland for that matter to close the gap where we weren't able to win gold. Is there any other methods that you guys go through in preparation for after running a race like that to kind of recover a little bit faster outside of cold tub, ice tub, massages? Is there anything else you guys can do to kind of refresh your legs after an event like that?
Not necessarily. We do have the state-of-the-art trainers that come with us, for Team USA. So everyone's on deck, making sure these athletes are ready for the next event or the next round for the finals. So I think they're going to be in great hands. When you look at somebody like Imane Khelif, she ran from 4th place to 1st place. That's hard to do already. If you already in the lead, Team USA was already in lead by a margin. So for her to run people down one by one to get to the front, what do you do? The only thing you can do is you got to go into your arsenal and get a bigger gun. You got to go get someone like tap Sydney on the shoulder and say, Sydney, we need you for this mixed relay. We got to see what we can do, because now that's the only thing you really can do.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be very interesting, the women's 4x4, because Sydney normally runs like 2nd or 3rd leg. They might save Sid for that anchor leg just in case it comes down to Femke and this thing's close. Now that's what I want to see. I believe if Femke Bol has anything less than a 5-meter lead, Sid will go get her. I've seen Sid run open for 48.75 and not be pushed. I've seen her run 22.07 and really not be pushed. I believe she can go. She might be the first since Metarina Cope in 85 to go below 48, Justin.
Well, first of all, you making my appetite for a competition kind of like spark right now, dog. To watch Sydney run down Imane Khelif in the finals of the women's 4x4 with 5-meter gap, boy, that is going to be amazing to watch.
5 might be too much. 5 might be too much but here's the thing. We've seen when people apply pressure to Femke. We saw it in the World Championship. We saw when the girl put that pressure and started to ease up on her, we saw it tied her up. You see, it's easier to run from behind than it is the front, Justin. You know this, because you get to relax. Now, all of a sudden, because if she doesn't come back, ain't nobody saying nothing. Everybody said, well, man, look how far she had to come from. Right. But when you in the front and you feel that pressure and that crowd, ooh, ooh, and they start standing and they start chomping at the bit, and you hear that crowd, even if you don't look at the board, Justin, you hear it. You know it. You can feel it. Now, all of a sudden, you're like, damn, my hamstring's starting to tighten up. Yeah. Ooh, now you start running straight up. You start looking like Michael Johnson running. And see it coming.
Absolutely, boy. If they come out with the hood whoop in Paris during the Olympics, boy, I'm going to come out of retirement, boy. That's entertainment right there for sure.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
We look at Ryan Krauser. 3 times he's the first man in history to win 3 consecutive shot puts, win the shot put 3 consecutive Olympics, with 3 gold medals in the Olympics. He's put it away on his first throw. I think he went 22.64 meters, and then he finished it off with a 22.90 meters. Not quite his world record, but he put it away early. So what Ryan Krauser likes to do, he likes to get that big throw first. Come catch him if you can.
Absolutely. That's going to put pressure on the rest of the competition. If I put that big throw out there, then you ain't focused on how your technique is. You ain't focused on what you and your coach been working on all year. You trying to go get that gold medal. You trying to get that mark. And at the end of the day, that many people in the world has ever thrown that far before, except for Ryan Krauser. Right. So now your whole game plan is all off tilt now. You know what I mean? So he knows what he's doing, and he's doing it over and over and over again. The point is he needs to go ahead and clone himself so he can have some competition, because right now he's running away with it.
Yeah, all the big Joe consistently, and this is the 3rd straight Olympic that the Americans have gone 1-2 in the shot put. Ryan Krauser's won the last 3. Joe Kovacs has been won the silver medal. Joe's like, man, I don't know what the hell I don't know what I can do, because we know at any given moment Ryan Krauser can unload a world record. A mythical world record that we thought, I'm old enough to remember, Justin, when Randy Barnes threw that world record, I think 75-10 back in 88. And I was like, ain't nobody ever going to break that record. And here, lo and behold, we get a 6'5" Oregonian, over 300 pounds, and he's 76. And I mean, he obliterated the record. It wasn't a couple of feet. I think Ulf Timmerman had the record before Randy Barnes broke it. But he's like you said, he's in a class by himself right now, throwing that 16-pound metal ball. So how we gonna get you out of here on
They
this
say
one?
the track and field. You come across.
Go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
You come across athlete. You come across athletes like Ryan, Sydney, or Usain. They just say, "Do your best. Do your best."
Let me ask. Give us your preliminary. What you think? What you think is gonna happen in the 100 meters? We got the men. We got Noah Lyles. We got Kashane Thompson. We got Obalik Seville. We've got Kenny Bednarek. We got Fred Curley. We got the Italian that won the I forget his name off the top of my head.
Marcel Jacobs.
Marcel Jacobs, who ran 980, but he has not been in that form since. He's been nicked all the way. You got Sami. So you've got some guys that are right there, but seems to be the overwhelming favorite is Kashane Thompson, since he laid down that 977. Noah Lyles did run in 981, which is a lifetime best. Again, he's not the best starter. The 200 meters is his best race because it gives him a chance to build up, but ain't no building up in the 100 meters.
Nope, not at all. I think what's going to happen in this situation is Kashane is right now is the favorite, right? On paper, for sure. When you watch him race and you watch him go through the rounds, I mean, you go through his practices and you see the videos, he looks like a rocket coming out the blocks. He looks strong. Watching him run that 9.7 and shutting it down at the Jamaican trials, look, it gave me nightmares, and I'm retired. You know what I mean? So when you watch an individual like that, the only thing you can do is you got to turn it into a foot race. Noah Lyles got to turn into a foot race. Fred Curley and the rest of the guys, they got to meet him at the 55-meter mark. When he goes and tries to take off, you got to go stride for stride with an individual like that. Because someone like him, he doesn't need to run through the line. He shuts it down before he gets to the line. Show him something different. Go stride for stride with him for the last 20 meters and see exactly what he's made of. That's what you only going to get on top of that podium. If you run stride for stride and make him dive for that line, that's where you're going to see a different Kashane. But you got to go and you got to surprise him. You got to go stride for stride with half of the race to go.
And the funny thing about that, when you mention that, being able to go stride for stride, that means you got to get out with him too. So your foot speed, your turnover, your transition at the very beginning has to be that much better, that much faster than what you're used to running. And then when you factor in the pressure situation because of who you're running with, the nervousness, the butterflies. Obviously, I've never been in that position, but I'm thinking about the nervousness when it was just time for me just to play a regular game on Sunday. So I could imagine in Paris at the Olympics, representing your country, it got to be not the worst feeling, but such an adrenaline rush where you want to perfect all the work you put in for the last 4 years to a T and perfect it to a science. And the fact that you have someone that's ran 9.7, and that's in the back of your mind. It has to be. It has to be. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. And hopefully it's not like magic. You can't just change your routine. You can't change the technique. Like you said, you got to show them something different.
Well, I'm going to make sure that I'm watching.
I'm hoping we can do it. I'm hoping.
I think we have a good shot at it. Those guys, when you look at Fred Curley, he's built with a lot of grit. He loves to be able to have that adversity, to go through. And when you look at someone like Noah Lyles, he's a showman. He's kind of like a Usain Bolt. When the pressure's on and lights turn on, I'm gonna give you my best. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show out. So I think Team USA has an arsenal to go out there and upset, Kashane. But Kashane is the enigma. No one's ever seen him in the championship. No one's ever seen him. Noah hasn't really raced against him either. So now it's a whole new look. So when that gun goes off, your heart gonna be beating very fast because this is somebody you never raced against or you never had an opportunity to watch film on, really. So you got to go out there and just run light pole to light pole. I
like that. Light pole.
You said something very interesting, Justin. I remember my coach. I was running the third leg of the 400 meters in the relay, and the guy. He ran the open 4 and he had done got out and, because, back then we could switch to stagger. It wasn't like, okay, you penciled in to run the third leg, the second leg, anchor leg. We was moving people around according. So coach said, hey, coach switched us around. I was supposed to be the anchor because it was going to be too far out of hand. And so he told me to go to third leg. And so I was like, coach, what you want me to do? He said, sucker, you got to put him to the test. Make him run. Make him run the entire, don't let him relax. So what I did is that I ran and I pulled up beside him. So now he got to go. He's got to run faster than he thought he was going to have to run. But I said, it's just something told me. I said, I'm going to stay here as long as I can because I'm going to see how I can be uncomfortable longer than you can, bro. But because I know what I've done. But we're going to see. When we got into the curve, I said, I should go. I said, no, I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to sit right here on him because he know I was there. He kept looking. He kept glancing. Once I saw him glance that last time, I said, I got it. When we pulled out,
you hit it.
That last 80 meters.
Let's go.
At him. I put the baton. I put the baton in his face. I told you I'm the baddest one today. And balled down. I turned it over to the ankle leg, and we brought it home. But that's the thing. What you're saying about what they're gonna have to do to Kashane. You got to put him to the test. If you let him be scot-free at 50 meters, you're not going to be able to touch it. You got to make him run those first 50 meters because Noah has the top end speed that if I'm with you for 50 meters or I'm a step behind you at 50, I can bring it home.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take that grit. You know what I mean? You got to put question in his mind or doubt in his mind. When you stride for stride with him, he was like, oh man, I ain't running 9.7. I must be running 9.9 or something like that. You right next to me. Right. But in reality, you are running 9.7, but I am too, because I'm with you.
Right. Tobago, the Botswanan, hasn't he run like 9.8? He's run 9.8 this year. He's a legit, there's a Kenyan that's run 9.79. So there are a couple of guys that are in the 100-meter field, Justin, that's run a faster time than Noah's lifetime best. Kashane 9.77. The guy, I forget the guy from Kenya. He's run 9.79.
Omanyala, Ferdinand Omanyala.
Yes. So there are some guys in there. But here's the thing, and you know this. Every Olympics, we saw Asafa Powell come to the line with the fastest time in the world leading into the Olympics. And every time, he ain't getting on the podium. So just because you got the fastest time over there in Paris or the Diamond League or whatever the case may be, your trials, can you run that time when it matters? Ocho, remember, the mark of any great offense or defense, can you do what you need to get done when you have to get it done? Can you run 9.7 in Olympic finals? Can you run 9.79 in an Olympic final?
With the world watching.
You can't, that's going to be the difference in the ball game, Justin.
It is. Absolutely. When you think about these countries like Jamaica, those athletes carry a lot of pride, but also what comes with that pride is pressure because they put that whole country on their back. So, that's what you got to placate to. You got to placate to, all right, you got that pride, you're going to show up. But what about that pressure? That pressure heavy? We're going to test that pressure. And that's what Team USA has to do. They got to test that pressure. And the rest of the field got to do that too. Because that's what it's really going to take. Because at the end of the day, right now on paper, it's Keshane's all the way. But it's going to take a real person to step up to that starting line and finish first.
He's going to have the start of his life.
Yes.
He's going to have to start. He's going to have the start of his life. His best start, his reaction time. I'm not saying he needs to be Christian Coleman, but he's going to have the start of his life. Because the thing is, if you let Kashane get out there and relax, a relaxed runner is a dangerous runner, Justin. And that's what he was able to get to the lead in the Olympic trials. And that's why he can sit it down. Because he knows once he got to the front, he knows that Malik Seville don't have that kind of top-end speed to challenge him. He knows none of those other guys have a top-end speed to challenge him. So now he can just sit down. I can relax. Hey, Justin, the guy when they got that lead? Oh, good Lord, look at that step. Hey,
that's how he looked. That's how he looked in those prelims, but he looked up at the screen. He's just running half of the race, just running, looking up at the screen, but relaxed.
Yeah.
Relaxed.
And as soon as somebody pull up on him and put him to the test.
Yep, got to tighten up.
Okay, let's take a look at the women's 200 meters. The favorite hasn't been running well this year. I don't know if she's an injured Sharika Jackson. She pulled out of the 100 meters. She's like her and her coach decided that the best chance for her to win a medal, the gold medal, was in the 200. But I don't know, has she been under 22 this year? She hasn't looked like the Sharika Jackson that ran 21:41 at the World Championship in Eugene. Obviously, Gabby Thomas has been amazing. when you break this race down, what are you looking at? What's going to surprise you? What's going to be the difference? If Sharika is healthy, is she the favorite?
If Sharika's healthy and we know how Sharika can run, in my mind, she's the favorite.
Okay.
You know, she gets the job done. In the last couple of years, it wasn't about her winning. It was about her chasing that world record, that FloJo record. She's the closest one to get to it. So I think that confidence is at a different level. You know what I mean? She's become a world champion. She knows what it takes to be a champion. So the byproduct is the gold medal. The fact is, I want to go after that world record. You know what I mean? So I think a healthy Sharika can get the job done. But if it's a not healthy Sharika, and I'm only reading through the words of listening to her press conferences, and when you talk about preserving your energy or your health, you know what I mean? Just to see if I have an opportunity to win just in the 200, not over the 100. And we know she could do damage in both. She's ran 1060 in the 100. So she's one of the fastest females in the world, bar none. So we know that she can get the job done there. I think that she's buying time for her and whatever her little knick-knack injuries may be to be able to make sure that she's at least close to 100% as possible when she goes out there for that 200. But at the end of the day, you cannot count out Gabby. Gabby has shown that she can get the job done. She does it with grace. She does it with poise. It almost shows like a 2.0 of Allison Felix. She glides and she prances across that track, but she powers it home. That last 50 meter, that's where Gabby's dangerous at. Her last race that she just ran, she wasn't even in first place with 20 meters to go. And she
ran down Julien Alfred and Nita and Dina Asher-Smith.
That's what I'm talking about. And Julien Alfred just ran 1070. So that tells you exactly what Gabby has in her sleeve for this 200. She in shape and she ready.
Yeah.
Man, that's gonna be a good one.
Ocho, obviously the men. Noah is the overwhelming favorite.
Most definitely.
DeGrasse, he won it last. He won it the last Olympic cycle. You have Kenny Bednarek. He pushed Noah all the way to the line. You got Arian Knighton.
Yeah.
The American that's run 1960. You got Bednarek that's run 1959. You got DeGrasse that's run 1962. You got Noah Lyles that's run 1931. Handicap this race.
Noah, that's his baby. He loves that 200. That's where he thrives at, right? He's ventured into the world of the 100 meters and he's been successful so far. But that baby is his 200. That's where his pride and his ego lies. He can't lose. Since he got that bronze medal in 2021, he's never lost a 200 meters since then. He's been so he's gonna come out ready to roll no matter what happens. I think we froze a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Before that, you looking at Aaron 9 the fresh legs.
Yes.
Aaron 9 got the fresh legs. He hasn't run this season. He's only has tricks up his sleeve. He always has tricks up his sleeve. Every champion is a more mature athlete than he's ever been in his life right now. He's poised and ready. I think he's going to do damage in that 100 meters, and I think he has his name on that podium for that 200 meters. So I think it's going to be a tight race. It's actually going to.
We have a little technical difficulties with Noah. With Justin Gatlin. Remember, guys, he is in Paris. There is a substantial. There's a 6 hour. He's 9 hours from where we are right now. 6 hours on the East Coast, 9 hours on the West Coast. When I look at Kenny, are you surprised that Kenny Bednarek was able to drop down to 100 meters and have the level of success? We saw Fred. Fred came down from the 4 all the way down to the 1. Yeah. I don't know if Kenny might have ran some 4. I'm sure he did in high school and maybe in college. When you have that kind of speed, they throw you probably ran some 400 meters in high school and college. They throw your ass out there if you're that fast. But are you surprised the level of success that Kenny Bednarek has been able to have in the 100 meters after not really running 100 meters, say the first 5-6 years of his career, especially on an international level?
No, not at all. Actually, I trained with Kenny before I retired, so I watched him compete. You know, I know he has that go button. His acceleration is unmatched. It's the fact that he needs to make sure his timing at the end of his race is there. Same thing with Fred Curley. I was the first one to race Fred Curley when he dropped down from the 4 to the 100, and he beat me in 100 meters. I was like, oh man, it's a 400-meter runner. I ain't got nothing to worry about, boy. I cannot drop him off at the 50-meter mark. He was still with me, and he beat me. I was like, I told the world, yo, watch out, man. Fred Curley ready, boy.
He went on
to become a world champion. So when you look at guys like that, they're poised to do great things across the board, from the 4 all the way down to the 100. They have that talent.
So if you had to handicap this race and you picking, who do you think's on the podium in the 200?
I'm going to go Noah, Kenny. I think it's going to be American sweep. I'm going to go Noah, Kenny, Arian.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. When was the last time we swept the 200 meters? Do we have to go back to 84?
For Olympics?
Yeah.
Probably do. We probably do. We have to go back far, man.
Because I think that was the year, who was it? Was it Carl Lewis, I think Kurt Baptiste, and Thomas Jefferson?
I think it was Mike Marsh. I think it was Mike Marsh in there.
In 84? Are you sure Mike Marsh was that's a little bit that's about
it was that's a little early.
I think Mike Marsh might have been like 92 or something when he won the gold medal.
Yeah,
but it was a sweep. I think Thomas Jefferson, because Joe DeLoach was 88. I think Joe DeLoach. Y'all don't I don't know why I want to say that.
You know what? It was 88 because I think 84 was a boycott year. That was
80 was the boycott year. 80 was the boycott year in Moscow because the Soviet invaded Afghanistan. And so the Russians repaid us the favor when it was in 84, when it was in LA. So they repaid us the favor after we boycotted their ass in 1980. But I know we as a matter of fact, hell, we might have swept the 100 meters too. Because I know Sam Grady, Carl won, Dada, you're a Tennessee alum like yourself. He went to Northside Atlanta. And I think Ron Brown might have got the bronze. We might have swept both of them.
Yep. I think that was it. That was a 100-meter sweep too.
But I was a sophomore in high school, and I remember that then. The relay. Look, we had 3 women in the finals. We got silver and bronze. Gabby, so Sha'Carri will probably run anchor. It'll probably be the same team that won the world and ran one of the fastest time in the history of the women's relay. So Gabby will probably anchor. No, Sha'Carri will anchor. Gabby will run third leg because she can run the turn like no other. TT Terry, who made the Olympic finals in the 100 meters, she'll run the second leg, and Jefferson will get out the gate for us. If we ain't no reason we shouldn't challenge the world record and win the gold medal.
You know who you sound like right now, Shannon? You sound like my co-host on Ready, Set, Go. He said the women, the 4x1, they about to break the world record, man. And it's theirs to lose, to be honest, man. I mean, if you look at right now, who's usually our formidable opponent is Jamaica. And right now, they're pretty dismantled. When it comes to no Elaine, Sharika's probably injured, and then we don't know exactly what's going on.
No Shelly Ann.
So we have to see exactly. Team USA has it right there. It should be an easy win for them, and it should be a world record for them.
That world, I mean, they're gonna have to, the baton's gonna have to be perfect because that 40.82. I mean, think about what the world they obliterated.
That's moving.
I mean, they didn't creep past the world record, Justin. They blew it out of the water. They went sub 41, which women, nobody thought that was even possible for women to go sub, because the Russians had that. I think the Russians or the East Germans had that record for damn near 30 years.
The Germans, that's who it was. It was the Germans. Yep.
And so nobody thought sub 41. They're like, okay, yeah, somebody will probably get 40. I think the world record at the time was 41.30. And somebody's like, well, somebody probably run 41.25. To go from what they were running to 40.82.
So listen, when you think about it, those 3 women, they train together. TT Terry, Melissa Jefferson, Sha'Carri Richardson. Yes. Iron sharpens iron. They train together. They know how to get the job done. And they not happy with the result from the 100. You know what I mean? So they're going to come back to make sure they get their goal and seal that deal. And what's the better way to seal the deal? Make sure you get a goal with a world record with it too.
I like it.
So, see, there's a question. Where are the best sprinters from? Are they from Florida?
Florida.
Are they from Texas?
Florida.
Are they from California?
Florida.
Seems like Virginia says, hey, we raising our hand. Georgia say, hey, throw us in the mix. What state produces the best sprinters?
Florida.
I'm gonna tell you just like this. Texas makes the most fast runners, but Florida makes the best fast runners.
Okay.
For whatever reason, when you have a sprinter from Florida, they the best in the world, boy. Christian Miller, Xavier Carter.
It's different.
Myself, it's different, man. It's different. We could be one of one. Arian Knighton, one of one, bro. We don't need a whole arsenal of sprinters. We just need one or two. We good. We gonna take over the world.
But just, I don't know if people realize this. You started out as a hurdler, as a 110-meter hurdler, and dropped down. Why did you drop down?
I just had extra talent. My high school coach realized that I was the fastest sprinter, but I also could hurdle. So you know how it is with team. You got to score them.
You try to get all them points you can.
You got to get all them points you can. So he's like, while we trying to fight each other for the same points, we're going to throw him in the hurdles. So that's how I actually got my start. That's actually how I got to college. Once I got to college, I told my coach I could sprint too. So we had a private practice. He saw me sprint. He kind of shook his head like, okay. He's like, all right, bro, you ain't no hurdler no more. And then from there, I went on to win 6 NCAA titles. The first thing I said to him was like, hey, coach, I'm from Florida. He's like, oh, yeah, you can sprint.
So let me ask you a question. Obviously, what are the typical track practice like for a 100-meter, 200-meter runner? I mean,
if you're thinking about it, we have stages to get to that point of elite sprinting. So from November to about January, that's all of our endurance phases. From January on to about I'll say beginning of March, that's our sprint endurance phase. And then from March all the way to like May, that's our total speed phase. So we doing 500 repeats in our endurance phase. We doing
how much rest time in those 500? How much rest time?
You got to come through and hit it by a minute 50, and then when you cross the line, you got 2 minutes rest before you hit the next one. And you got to hit 6 of them. Yeah, it's different, bro. You come across that line, fight to get across that line. That's how you be looking.
How many? You said 5?
Yeah, you gonna do 2, and then you got to back it up. No, you gotta do 500, 2-minute rest, 500. Then you get 6 minutes rest, and you got to repeat the process 2 more times. So you got 6.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
I wonder. You know, my daughter, she runs at University of Kentucky. She runs a 4 and 8. You think she has to do that? They have that same process? Is it as complex as you guys, or no?
Is she still running the 800?
Yeah, Mo.
If she's still running 800, she gonna have some workouts. She's gonna have a lot of broken 400s for sure. That's what she gonna have for sure.
For real?
But if you getting ready for that speed endurance phase, that speed endurance phase is gonna be a lot of repeat 100s. What's up? Oh, what's up, girl? You good?
Yes, I'm good.
All right, we talk about your workouts for this season.
So it's because I saw what's the guy Hudson Smith, and I think Stevie Gardner, little Stevie, the Bahamian. He's the reigning Olympic champ, and they had 6 repeaters of 200 meters. So you had to come through in 26 seconds, and you got 2-minute rest. So you come through in 26, you got 2-minute rest, and you got to do that 6 times.
Yeah. That's a grueling where you got to put that work in so you can sustain that endurance all the way through your season.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you don't want to get out there and get that one-off. It's like watching the rounds of the Olympics right now. Right. You can run a one-off well, but you need to have that energy for the prelims, semis, and you got to be able to show out in that finals.
Right. And as you go like the 400, it's even more grueling because you got the opening round, then you got the semis, and now you got and now it ain't no more jogging because everything is a sprint now. I watched them guys run the 10K, the 10,000 meters, and they basically running every lap at a minute.
Yeah. 100%.
Everything is a sprint. It ain't no more, hey, I'm going to build up, I'm going to pace it, and then I'm going to strike at the end. Ain't no more pacing. Ain't no more striking at the end. Everything is a sprint.
You going from the gun. That's what it is. You got to go out there. The level of competition has risen in track and field world across the board.
So let me ask you this, Justin. You're in the finals. You done gone through your warm-up. You've talked to your coach. You got your last-minute instructions. Now you're up under the stadium, and they're getting ready to bring you guys out. What's going through your mind as you're getting ready to run, as you're getting ready to walk out, and you know the premier event in all of the Olympics and all the track and field is the 100-meter. And you know if someone has television, that race is on. What's going through Justin Gatlin's mind as he's getting ready to come out from under that stadium and take that track for 9 seconds?
I'm a gamer, man. I'm a gamer. So I'm itching to get out there. I want to get, because what happens is we sitting in the call room. The call room probably as big as a walk-in, a very large walk-in closet, probably 20 by 20. So you imagine the elite athletes, the best, fastest men in the world, they're all sitting shoulder to shoulder in this quiet little room. Until one individual walks in there and they say, y'all ready to go? And you stand up, you grab your bag, you get single file line, and you walk into that stadium. And then as you walk in, it gets dim. But then the whole stadium opens up. You can smell the energy. You can smell the energy because guess what? Everybody sees you walk out and they look at you. And you know what time it is. So for me, my mentality is, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm ready to get on that track. I'm ready to tear these people apart. I'm ready to go out here and put on a show, because all that work I did, all them 500s and everything I did, I ain't gonna let it be in vain. I gotta go out here and show out, especially. And when you at a championship, it's usually across seas over somewhere else in the world, right? So you're gonna get a lot of dominant European flags flying around, people from other countries. It'll always be that one little American flag flapping for someone from Iowa or something like that you never met before in your life. You know what I mean? And they just waving that flag, just Justin, go, baby. That's where your energy's at. You look at them, you point to them, you be like, all right, I'm doing that for you. And then once that moment happens, you get in that blocks, gun goes off, you got to haul ass, man. That's what you do it for, that pride.
I mean, Justin, your start, that's what you were known for. Your start, that drag, you and Kristen, where that toe is basically scraping the top of the track. And it's
Unc, your form bad, man. Tuck your arms in. You arms all
I'm just saying, I'm talking about the top of his foot.
Yeah, but I'm saying, the when track. You were doing the example, you had your arms all out here, man. Tuck your arms on the example.
You gotta go ear the pocket.
So when you're doing that, and you're like, do you know when you have a great drive? Do you know like, oh, it feels perfect?
Oh yeah, you know when you hit it, when that gun goes off and you leave the blocks, you be like, I hit that one, just like that. You know it. The first 2 steps,
hit
it. And you just start accelerating. You like, yeah. Especially when you low, you can look behind you almost and see everybody. Like, oh, I already got them, boy. They done.
So at what point in time, how many steps are you going before you like, okay, I keep my head? Because for really, like, Mo Green was really the first one that he kept his head down, and then all of a sudden it was like a swimmer. All of a sudden he popped up on top of the water. You know, it's like Michael Phelps. Yeah. When he go down and they stay up underwater, and all of a sudden he pop up. It's like Mo Green was really like the first one that we really noticed. I mean, Ben Johnson did it also, but we ain't gonna talk about Ben. But Mo, how many steps are you counting your steps as? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here I go.
You don't necessarily have to count your steps. I use actually places on the track as a point of reference. So if I get to that point of reference, it's almost like 13, 14 steps. So if I get to that point, I know I could eyeball where 30 meters is. I know I got to drive to there. Once I come across that piece of line or that color on the track, I can say, all right, this is when I start to come up and start moving. Because you got to have your blinders on when you in your drive phase. You can't be looking around all over the place. That's where your real focus is. Once you come out that drive phase, you go in that transition, everything's a blur. And then that's when you start to come into your competition phase once you get to that top end speed. And then you can look around and say, okay, this is where everybody is.
Oh, that's live, man.
How many steps did it take you to run 100 meters?
41 steps. Usain was 40 steps.
Wow.
So
Damn.
being him with the longer striders. You
That's
looking at
crazy.
an average elite athletes taking about 43 steps to 44 steps.
Yeah. I was doing
Wow.
44 in high school too, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
That's
Bro.
crazy. That's moving.
Hey, make sure you guys go follow Justin on IG at Justin Gatlin.
Twitter too. Twitter, Justin Gatlin on Twitter.
At Justin Gatlin on Twitter also. He has a podcast. What's your podcast called, Justin?
Ready, set, go.
Ready, set, go. All things track. Obviously, you're talking about a guy that's one of the greatest sprinters, not only just in American history, but all the world and all-time history. He's an Olympic champ. He's a world champ. He's an NCAA champ. He's a high school champ. And when you talk about sprinting, what better way to get information than somebody that's done it? Not talk about doing it. He's actually done it on an extremely high level. You want to talk about this pole vaulter? Huh?
Nah.
Justin, oh, yeah. Hey, Justin, we really appreciate Ocho and I and Nightcap family. We really appreciate you staying up late at night, giving us your expertise on what transpired today in the women's 100-meter final. Obviously, to go over what's going to transpire, what possibly could transpire in the men's 100 meters and the 200, as well as the women 200 meters. We didn't get to the 400. Stevie Gardner's trying to repeat. Only Michael Johnson is the only man in the history of the Olympics to ever repeat the 400 meters, and we've had some great ones. Lee Evans didn't do it. Jeremy Warner didn't do it. Wade Van Niekerk didn't do it. LaShawn Merritt didn't do it. See, think about it. Only Michael Johnson is the only man in history to ever repeat the 400 meters. And so Stevie Garner, little Stevie, is trying to do something only one other man in the history of the Olympics has ever been able to do, to repeat the 400 meters as the Olympic champ.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully we can get you back on here and we can recap the men's 100 meters, 200 meters, and possibly the 400 meters. So, bro, I really appreciate you stopping by, taking time with us today, man.
Yeah.
Best of luck. Safe travels from Paris, and we'll catch up with you soon, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I'll be looking in the mail for my Nightcap shirt, man. I love both of them. I need both of them, man. So
got you. I got you.
Ask your address, t-shirt, short.
You ain't gonna put them shorts. You ain't gonna put them shorts on. Go ahead and give me them shorts right there. They too small for you already now.
Hey, I don't even
my
know
size.
Justin, you can fit these.
Hey, it's Hoochie Daddy summertime, man. Hoochie Daddy shorts, man. That's my shorts right there.
We got you covered, bro. Hey, Justin, appreciate it. Get some rest, man, and enjoy the rest of the events. The rest of the while you're over there, man. Really appreciate it, bro. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Ocho. Appreciate it.
All right,
I'll talk
baby.
to y'all later, man.
That's Justin Gatlin, Olympic champ in the 100 meters, world champ in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and the NCAA champ. Taking time out of his schedule to bring us some expertise, guys. What we try to do is that we try to bring you guys the best information that we possibly can. Yeah, Ocho and I can talk about it, but I say, you know what? How about I just go ahead and reach out and see if he'd be willing to come on? And he was willing to come on, and we greatly, greatly appreciate that. Go ahead. Who's this? Oh, 2 world records have been set. Huh? What? Okay. The French pole vaulter gets him bounced from the heat. We can't show it, but I know you saw the video. He goes up fine, but when he's coming down, something ends up knocking the bar, knocking the bar off.
What? What happened?
Yeah, that.
Oh, you talking about old buddy?
Yeah,
that's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's crazy for something like that to happen, obviously God blessing you, and then those blessings mess up you at the Olympics, and now you're going home.
Well, he might need to try another Olympics, the porn Olympics. He might be great now with Ocho.
Hey,
but his day at the pole vaulting is over thanks to that mishap.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was I guess when they said track and field meet, he left one of the E's out. Ocho, he left one of the E's out. I'm sorry, y'all.
Pause.
2 world records have been set in the past 2 days in the mixed 4x4 meter relay. Vernon Norwood, Shamir Litter, Kaylin Brown, and Bryce Dedmon set the world record with a time of 3 minutes, 7 seconds, 3 minutes, 7.41 seconds, 3 minutes, 7 seconds, 0.41. And that was yesterday in the prelims. As we mentioned earlier, they ended up losing the gold medal. But because they did break the world record, and I said any American that breaks a world record. So as a matter of fact, Vernon Norwood hit me in the DM. He and Ash has already exchanged information. And so over the next several days, we're going to get the mixed relay team of Vernon Norwood, Shamir Litter, Kaylin Brown, and Bryce Dedmon. We're going to all get them on here. And so they do have 50,000 coming their way to be split 12-5 to each individual.
Congratulations.
I wish you guys could have pulled it off, but hey, I'm a man of my word. We're gonna get that done. And in swimming, Nick Fink, Gretchen Walsh, Tori Husk, and Ryan Murphy brought home the gold for Team USA in the 100-meter mixed relay and set a new world record in the process. So congratulations, USA. 2 world records, one in a gold medal winning performance, the other in a silver performance. But hey, we're proud of any medals. We're proud of our men and women that went over there and represented the U.S. very, very well. So thank you guys again for your hard work, all that, and everything that you put into it.
I wish I could have went over there to represent us in something. I know I'm old. I'm not sure what I could have done competitively.
Right.
Like, yeah, but damn, man.
Nothing.
Hey, what?
Nothing.
Hey, like listen to Justin explain being in that room with all the sprinters and they call you, and then you go into the stadium and it's dim, and then it opens up. Oh man, that feeling, man. Remember that feeling, Unc, man, coming out the locker room?
Yeah, the stadium, yeah. Absolutely.
That got to be one of the best feelings, man.
Can you get better than that? The Super Bowl, you walking out there and they're getting ready to introduce your name, and you're standing on the sideline, and that stealth bomber ends up flying over at the end of the national anthem, and you see it, and then it goes over, and then when it's past you, now you hear that.
Yeah. No, that was crazy. No, just thinking and visualizing that, man. That got to be the greatest feeling, man.
Yeah. Oh. So, how many more days? We still got a week left, right? Because it doesn't end till what, next Sunday? Next Sunday. Okay. The Team USA men's national basketball team, USA men's national team, beat Puerto Rico 104-83 behind 26 points from Anthony Edwards. Excuse me. They finished to go 3-0 in pool play and is the number 1 overall seed in the Olympics quarterfinals. The U.S. emerged from pool play number 1 due to plus 64-point differential over the 3 games and will play Brazil in the quarterfinals. Ant-Man, Team USA youngest player at age 22, came off the bench to hit 11 of his 15 shots with 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Joel Embiid chipped in with 15 points, 3 rebounds. Kevin Durant at 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Ocho, what you thinking?
Hey, we have no competition, huh? We as in me, like I'm part of the goddamn team. We have no competition. Now, Kerr's a little upset with all the birds chirping from over here on stateside about how he does his lineups and everything. But I understand what he's saying. I just don't like something that he did say, saying that they don't complement each other well when you have certain players on the floor playing together as one. Right. But that's neither here nor there. When it comes to the game of basketball, you want your best 5 players on the court. When you have the best 12, it's 12 players, right? The best 12?
Yes.
Yeah, we have the best 12 from stateside over in Paris. I'm not sure if the chemistry messes up, regardless to who's in the rotation or who's on the floor, because they're all great at what they do and the best, for our country. So I don't understand what he was talking about in that sense. Maybe you could explain it to me a little better. But other than that, I see no one contesting us. So
how do you keep CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and George Kittle happy all on the field at the same time?
You said how?
Yes.
Well, you make plays for each one. It's pretty easy. You got four quarters. You got different.
So what
downs.
happens when Tyreek catches 14 and CeeDee Lamb gets 2 and Jefferson gets 3?
Well, that won't happen.
That is going to happen, Ocho. So you got the same number of catches every single week, and you didn't have who was the when you made the All Pro team? Who were the other receivers?
It was I don't remember. I mean, it was always TJ Houshmandzadeh and Chris Henry. I'm assuming.
No, I'm not talking about on your own team. I'm talking about the T.O. in his prime, A.J. Johnson in his prime, Larry Fitzgerald in their prime.
Right.
All of y'all on one team. How do I keep all of you happy?
Well, it's pretty easy. I only need about 3 catches.
No, you don't, Ocho. Stop saying that. Don't do that now.
Hello, I wasn't a volume catcher, Unc. I was always going deep.
Look, I know the situation that when you weren't getting the ball at halftime, what transpired in the locker room. We don't need to mention it.
Hold on. Who are we playing?
That don't matter about who we playing. I know everything. I'm just saying, I'm not going to let you say, come out here, and if there are other great players on your team and you say you need 3 catches, because you got them 3 catches and you were very upset in the locker room.
Catching drag routes ain't going to win no goddamn game.
Ocho, no, you said catches. Now you want to get specific with catches.
Because you saying I need more catches in the game, and I'm telling you what I've done throughout my career. You mentioned in one game.
I'm telling you what transpired in the locker room when you wasn't getting the ball like you thought you should. Now, I can name several situations because I got people everywhere.
Well, there was only one situation, but go ahead.
Ocho, this me.
Yeah, this me too. I only had one problem. That's it. We're in the most important game of our time, and you allowed another team to dictate getting your best player the ball. You goddamn right.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, let me get you together. Yeah.
Whoa, what I'm saying. What difference does it make if y'all guys winning?
Winning?
So in other words, if Larry Fitzgerald, Larry Fitzgerald, Andre Johnson, T.O., and Chad Ochocinco on the field at the same time, Ochocinco is going to be okay if he just get 3 balls as long as they win in the game.
Yeah, that's all I need is 3, because my 3 going to be deep.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
I don't think anybody.
Listen, hey, I got something for you. Hold on. Chat, everybody in the chat. When you watch my highlights, what I'm always doing on my highlights?
Ocho.
When you watch my highlights, what am I always doing on my highlights? Every highlight.
Ocho.
20 yards, 30 yards, 50 yards, touchdown. I don't do none of that small running slants and going for 80. That's not what I do. It's not what I did. That's why I'm saying I only need 3.
So you was okay with your role in New England? Ain't no arm.
They didn't need me in New England. They didn't need me in New England. I didn't have a choice.
You went to the Super Bowl. Were you okay with your role in New England?
Well, no, they didn't need me. They didn't need me.
I just asked you, were you okay with your role?
They didn't need me. Hold on. We talk about New England offense, right? The offense that's run from the outside in, where the outside receivers are used, that one, where they had Edelman, where they had Gronk, where they had Aaron Hernandez.
Randy Moss? Randy Moss worked rich fine.
Are you talking about Randy Moss, the greatest player to ever play this game outside of Jerry Rice and T.O.? Come on, man. Be for real, man.
I'm just
for real, man. Come on, man.
You said you would be okay. How many catches did you have that season, Ocho?
Shoot, I don't know. I don't remember.
Look it up, Ash. We're going to look it up.
But it's not making no sense.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Because I didn't. Hold on. Did I cause a problem in New England? So obviously I was okay with my situation. So it's not making no sense.
No.
Yes, I was okay with it because I didn't cause the problem. It was what it was. What you gonna do? Hold on. Wait. Let me finish. Okay. You asked me, were you okay with your situation in New England? Well, what was I gonna do? Was I gonna bitch and moan? That's New England. Everybody's expendable. Right. So of course I was okay with it. Whatever they told me to do, I did.
So let me ask you a question. So if that was the case, why were you okay with that situation in New England? I mean, in Cincinnati, why did you behave in that manner?
Because we getting our ass whooped in an important game.
Well, you was getting whipped in that important game in the Super Bowl, and you didn't misbehave.
Who? No, he wasn't.
Yes, y'all did. Y'all lost to the Giants.
Didn't. No, you remember what happened? We were going down to score to tie the game, and the ball would drop. It hit off in chest on 4th down. That's what happened.
No, on 3rd down, the ball was behind Edelman. I'm not Edelman. Wes Welker.
No, that's not what happened.
On that 3rd down?
It was 4th down. We went for it, remember? And it hit off his chest.
On Wes Welker.
Yeah.
No, it was behind him. He threw it behind him because he saw the front side safety.
I can't even remember the play. What's been so long? How many years has been?
Welker ran the seam.
Yeah.
Tom back shouldered him because he saw the front
safety coming down. Right.
And he tried to save him from a headache. And didn't get his body around. Welker didn't get his body around.
For real?
Yes.
I can't remember. How you remember?
See, what I'm saying, I understand what Steve Kerr is saying.
Right.
Because you think that just because, okay, he great.
Right.
They don't necessarily work well together. So we gotta have, okay, let's have 3 great players and other players, all of those players are great on their own in their own right.
Right.
Some players play better together than others. Some things you and TJ might have worked better than, say, you and Andre Johnson or you and Randy or some other players because
I like that. So when I think about the game of basketball, when I think about football, you see how you naming the receivers. So there's an offense, there's a scheme, there are tactics that the offensive coordinator does, and they understand the strengths and weaknesses. We know what Ocho does well. Let's say T.O. was there. Let's say Andre Johnson, or regardless of who the other receiver is on the other side, where you already know what we do well, so we play off each other, and you know our strengths and our weaknesses, and the combinations of what we do. That's the plays that are called. So when I think about basketball, if you have 12 of the best, I'm thinking in my mind, well, it shouldn't matter who's on the court. The chemistry should still be the same because it's basketball in simpler terms based on the way I see it.
Right.
But you say it's a little bit more complex than that.
It is, because some people need the ball in their hands. Well, if LeBron got the ball in his hands, how do I keep the ball in Ant-Man's hand? Ant-Man needs the ball. You see, Steph plays well with LeBron. Kevin Durant plays well with LeBron because what? They catch and shoot shooters.
Yeah, they play off the ball real well.
They can move without the ball. Ant needs the ball in his hands. Certain guys need JT. He needs the ball.
So JT, Jason Tatum, not good off the ball?
No, that's not what he's good at.
Catch and shoot, no.
All these guys can do a lot of different things,
right?
But what do I put him in where he can be the best? I don't need you to be good. I need you to be at your best.
So they have their strengths and weaknesses too.
They have their strengths and weaknesses. Okay. So that's how you have to play that.
I like that.
They look good. Okay, Ocho. Simone Biles vaults to a 3rd gold in Paris. Her Olympic medal collection has officially reached double digit. It's her 10th Olympic medal, 7th gold. Biles defeated Brazil's Rebecca Andrade. Rebecca Andrade once again, who won silver. Jade Carey took the bronze, redeeming disappointing vault in Tokyo, where she tripped on the runway. Despite speculation about the potential retirement, Biles said after Sunday's competition that she has not ruled out 2028. Never say never. The next Olympic is at home, so just never know. But I am getting really old.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I think she gonna do it. You know what? I think she's gonna do it just because it is at home. Can you imagine? You talk about going off into the sunset like Thelma and Louise. That's a horrible analogy. I'm just thinking about going off into the sunset. It's the only thing I can think of.
Right.
But competing in your home in front of everybody, the world is watching, and you represent us right here at home. I mean, why not?
What else is she gonna? What can? So if she wins another gold medal, does that change? Does that make you think that she's the greatest?
No, because she already is.
Think that.
No, she already is. She already is. I mean, I'm just that would be that would be like a personal decision. Wouldn't you think? It would be a personal decision, sure. And just wanting to do it on your home soil. But it's not needed.
But I think the thing is that's going to be a decision that her and her husband sit down Are they wanting to start a family? Is she okay? Does she want to put her body through that kind of training over the next several years? Does she take a couple of years off and then pick back up and say 26 to get ready for the World Championships in 27 that leads into the Olympics in 28? Right. That's a possibility also. There are several factors. Like you said, she's 27. That means at the time that the Olympics has transpired, she'll be 31, which is really, really old for a gymnast, because you got to think about it. They've been competing since they were 8, since they were 12, 13, 15. So you talk about 20, that's a Tom Brady, that's a LeBron James career. You know, there haven't been very many of those NFL players, especially that play that position. So imagine the taxation on the body, all that tumbling, all that flipping, all that shoulder, Ocho, that on the uneven bars, and the balance beam and the vault and the floor, that pounding, that tumbling. But that's the decision that her and her husband, I'm sure they'll sit down to make as a team. And he'll like, hey, babe, what are you thinking? She's gonna ask him, hey, babe, what are you thinking? You want to do that? Is that what you want to do? Because I'm here to support you. Just like, hey, he was in Houston. He's in Green Bay. He's in Chicago. Hey, we support each other. We're each other's number one fan. We're the support system that each of us have. So would I love to see her compete? Sure. Selfishly. For me, selfishly, yes. Yeah. Just say I saw Simone Biles compete, because if she were to, I'm definitely going to go. If she's competing in 28, the Lord spares my life, I'm going to see her.
Well, if he spare mine, Simone Biles. If he spare mine, I'm going with you.
Katie Ledecky ties the record for the most gold medals by a female Olympian with an 800 freestyle win, her 4th consecutive Olympic gold medal in the event. It marks the first time that a woman has ever won 4 golds in the same event. It also brought Ledecky's career total up to 9 Olympic golds, which ties her with the Soviet gymnast Larissa Latinina for the most all-time by a female Olympian. Ledecky logged a time of 8 minutes, 11 seconds, 8 minutes, 11.04 seconds to clinch her latest goal. Australian Ariana Titmus and American Paige Madden, she took the bronze, Madden did, Titmus, who beat Ledecky in the 400. She beat in the 400, took the gold, took the silver, excuse me. And close. Normally they're not this close to only a little over a second, you know, a little over, not a second, almost a second and a half. Normally, we saw last time, Ocho, when she won the 1500, she out there high-fiving the crowd. They coming down. They just not coming down. She waving.
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing? She done got a towel. She dried off. And they, what? Damn, y'all ain't out the pool yet? But congratulations, Katie Ledecky, the first female to win gold in the same event 4 different Olympics.
Nice.
So here we are. Jenny Thompson, American. She had 12. Emma McKinnon, she has 12. Dara Torres, she has 12. Natalie Coughlin, she has 12. Allison Smith, 10. And I don't know her. This German and this Leslie Jones has 9. But Emma McKinnon is still swimming. So
still?
She just won the backstroke gold.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, she just won the 200 backstroke gold. So she's still swimming. So Ledecky can't let up. But we got the top 2 spots right now. And I think that's it. Swimming is over, isn't it? The mixed relay was the last. Unless they got the women's individual medley. And what are they swimming? Okay. Medley. Australians.
Hey.
Yeah. So we need the men need to get a gold medal. This will be the first time in 120 years. If the men don't win an individual gold in swimming, it'll be the first time in 120 years that we haven't gotten a gold medal in swimming.
My goodness. Matter of fact, I got a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
The 200, 400. What? No, how about the 100-meter semis? When is that?
Tomorrow? You talking about for the men?
So yeah, for the men. So it's this morning. Like
Tomorrow,
what?
tomorrow. The
4 in the
semis and the
morning?
finals are tomorrow.
4 or 5 in the morning?
Yeah, I guess. What time does it start?
Because they 6 hours ahead. I mean, for me, they 6 hours ahead. So I want to make sure, because I want to make sure I go to bed after this fight tonight, because I don't want to miss. Well, actually, I might as well just pull an all-nighter, because I'm not missing that. Because you got to think Crawford and Dude fight tonight, maybe 11 o'clock, so that won't go off till 1. So I might as well stay up the next 3 hours.
Is it the prelims come on at about 10 minutes to 4 your time?
So I'm gonna pull an all-nighter then. I might as well just stay up the whole night. Okay, bet.
Yeah, that's the only all-nighter you're gonna pull watching TV. You can't pull one like Unc. Unc on that Red Bull.
Nah. Wait, hold on. Wait, you should be able to pull an all-nighter too, because look, Crawford fight at 11:30.
I ain't talking about the all-nighter that I'm talking about.
What kind of all-nighter you talking about?
Yeah, on Red Bull and them
diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Yeah, I know it. I know the all-nighter you gonna pull.
I can't do that. Listen, you get your 3 minutes and that's it. If you don't get yours when I get mine, you fresh out of fucking luck with me.
I'm a cross-country driver myself.
Hey, hit the horn real quick. Hit the horn.
You remember when you was a little kid and you see the big
you see the back of the car?
You the back. Bump. Yeah, man.
No.
United States women's national team 1-0 over Japan. Trinity Rodman, an extra time goal, lifted the U.S. to the Olympic semifinals. Japan shut down the front three of Rodman, Mallory Swanson, and Sophia Smith for much of the game. The trio had been so dominant in group stage, slowed in the knockout round. For the first time in the Paris game, the U.S. had to rely heavily on the defensive play until Rodman was able to hit an upper 90 shot to give the U.S. the lead.
Hey, listen. Hey, we got a tough one coming up, boy.
Who we got?
Germany.
Yeah. Did we already beat Germany? We beat Germany earlier.
Wait, hold on.
Put that thing on a 4-1, I think. 4-1 for the pole one.
Hold on now. I know I'm not tripping. It was 4-1 last time?
Yeah.
You sure?
Early. Did we play Germany? We played Germany early. Didn't the U.S. play Germany women?
Nah, I must be tripping.
I'm almost certain we beat Belgium. We beat Belgium.
I was gonna say, boy. No, I.
Well, we got something for them too.
Yeah, sure. Well, we beat.
Hold on. Yeah, we beat Germany 4-1. We done put puss in them.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
We opened up a fresh can.
Yeah.
Because they had gotten stale over there, so we opened up a fresh can of whip ass on them. Popped it over.
Oh, I like it.
Ocho.
Yo.
When we had this discussion, Imane Khelif dealt with a very emotional week with tons of people online questioning her gender and calling her names. And she let it all out after her quarterfinal win. The Algerian Olympian beat Hungary's Anna Luca Hamori this morning, winning by unanimous decision in a quarterfinal match. And tears immediately came pouring down her face. She's guaranteed at least the bronze. Now, you do realize, Ocho, this is not her first time fighting. Nobody said anything when she was getting mollywopped. Ain't nobody said women beating a man. Ain't nobody said a word.
Right.
That she been fighting.
Yeah.
Now, the Italian woman says, well, I want to apologize because I didn't want to cause a firestorm. Really? You got punched in the face. Look, if you don't like getting punched in the face,
you got to block.
Shouldn't be boxing.
You got to block.
No, if you don't like getting hit, you can't box. Because even Mayweather done got punched in the face.
Oh yeah,
it's like if you like, man, they be hitting out there. There are a lot of football players that's playing basketball. that's what football will do. It'll make you go play another sport.
Oh yeah, most definitely make a man at you. Make a man at you.
All of a sudden, the people that was criticizing, well, I didn't know. Well, you should have known. Stop trumpeting. Because you know who doing this? Man, that Russian propaganda. Russian. That's why they took it away from her.
Right.
Now, if she done caused this firestorm, oh, I ain't never been hit so hard in my life. And you want to talk about you sorry?
Right.
You remember how I said it, Ocho?
Yes,
now,
sir.
You see how one person said this and it got parroted and it got carried. That's why I say people are like, oh, their words don't hurt. No. Yeah. They got a whole nation.
Mm-hmm.
A whole billions of people talking. Now, where are they running with the same thing? Ain't nobody saying, where are they now?
Yeah.
Where are they now? Y'all done ruined, y'all done impugned this woman's reputation, her good name.
Yeah.
Where are you now? Now, when she was losing, ain't nobody said a word. Ain't nobody said that's a man getting beat by women.
Yeah.
She went a little bit. Oh, that's a man.
What's up, baby?
She got this. Oh, she got that. Where was that before?
Right.
He was losing.
Come here.
I said, man, y'all need to.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. That's messed up.
Yeah, they done ruined it.
You see my baby?
Who that, Rail?
Yeah.
Rail.
Hey,
oh, you came in early tonight.
Hi, baby.
I look a hot mess. I can't come on camera today.
Hi, baby. Say hi to Unc. Say hi, Unc. Say hi, Unc.
Where's my nightcap gear?
I love you.
Ocho should give you the shorts, Rail.
Shit me. She ain't getting these. But I'm wearing this all week.
See how y'all do me? I'm gonna have to call Ash. Cause y'all treat me like the redhead stepchild over here.
Listen, ask her what my humble baddies. I ain't got my humble baddies.
Well, this here, what you call them? Yeah, they might have thought they were sending this to you, Rail.
Now you can wear them on. They can wear them to the gym.
Man, I can't. Man, look here. They trying to get me to squeeze Texas and Georgia. I can't get nothing in those. Man, please. Man, look, maybe Justin could wear it because he was a spreader. I think Justin weighed like 165, 170. So they might be perfect for him. But
oh man.
Everybody keep talking. Let me ask you a question. So can a man have fallopian tubes?
Oh man, come on now. How can a man have fallopian tubes?
They keep talking about XY chromosome. XY chromosome equal man. So I'm just saying, can a man have fallopian tubes?
You know what? I didn't, when I had anatomy, I skipped class. So I'm kind of out of this one, because I went to Yale, I went to Harvard, but anatomy, high school, I ain't pay attention. I'm gonna let y'all have that one. A man having a fallopian tube.
Man, they just look. They just want to look.
They just want to talk. They just want to lie.
I think we're in agreement that men should not compete against women. Even if you start as a biological man, you choose to live your life. If you choose to live your life as a woman, have at it. You have my blessing. When you try to compete against women after you started as a man, you do not have my blessing. I'm against that.
Yeah. I mean, everyone should feel the same.
If you're born, and there are situations where women are born with an XY chromosome, but they have the internal organs. That's just me.
Yeah. I mean, that's just you. It should be everybody.
No, but that won't fit. We gotta make it fit.
Right. Okay. My bad. I'm gonna let that one go.
Wow. Shout out to Ronald Herndon, who just ordered 6 Nightcap Olympic shirts. Y'all like this? Ocho,
appreciate that.
Ocho, man, look here, man. I'm gonna have to take my necklace back. You see, you boy. Ocho, you see that? I saw you looking, Ocho.
What?
You saw that?
What's that? That's something new?
Yeah.
I can't see.
You see it.
It's
all
so far.
the diamonds on me.
Hey,
2
yeah,
times.
hey, hold on now. I got diamonds and rubies in mine now.
I see that.
Yeah.
I got to take mine back. I got to pay that world record. So
Yeah. I mean, shoot. Hey, you got it. You want me to let you hold something? Hey,
yeah.
look.
Let me
Hey,
get a loan I can't pay
hey,
back.
You talk about what? You talk about watches. You see that? You see that Audemars? Huh? That ain't no Hublot. That's Audemars. You know what that? You know what that run? You know what that blue?
There ain't no Audemars. There ain't no AP.
Boy, don't play at me, boy.
That's the Antonio Pierce.
Shit me. Don't play at me. You ain't
got that ceramic. You ain't got that blue ceramic, Ocho.
Hey, listen, hey, let me tell you something. That nightcap money good, boy. Yeah, hey, matter of fact, I got the glasses to match too. And I got the little ring to match too. You know, I ain't playing. The ring ceramic too. Hold on, let me show you my shorts, just in case they ain't see it. You see my nightcap shorts? And you ain't see I got the blue Cartiers for it too now. Stop playing now. I'm feeling every bit of Florida tonight.
I
Stop
gotta
playing
take
with
this
me.
back. I called the jeweler on the way home and said, bro, I gotta send this back.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If you need, you need a loan, let me know.
I said my money jump funny.
If you need a loan, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Hey, one thing about it, but I'm gonna take you from behind that bar. I'm gonna make you a star. You hear me?
Yo, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, put that whiskey down on. Let's get a little risky now. See, I got you now.
I done got a little something, you know.
Yeah.
I was doing good till they broke the world record. And I hadn't even showered. I was like, man, I hadn't even showered. I mean, I was like, well, damn. And my Twitter feed blowing up. Like,
yeah.
Man, I cut on the thing and they replayed it and made it and broke the world record. And then Vernon Norwood, he in my DM. He talking about what's good, huh? He done got me a talking about run me my money.
Oh yeah. Hey, that North Carolina A&T meme?
Yeah, the coach.
Hey, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He in my DM talking about run me my money. I got y'all covered, man. I got you covered. Now it's time for our last segment of the night. It's Q and A.
Oh yeah. Hey, the night was good, boy.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know what my favorite part of the night was? See, we ain't done it in a long time. When we did the football thing, going back and forth.
Yeah.
I like that shit. I like that. Cause we don't do that enough. The last time me and you got like that was when we did when you told me to pick between the boxers.
Yeah.
That's the best shit when we
and you pick up what you call her.
Huh? It's a funny thing. People in the chat really think we arguing, but they don't understand that's how we talk.
Yes.
Like I'm talking about
conversation.
When it's serious though, like a serious conversation. Yeah, people think we arguing, but we ain't arguing.
Let's see. Laney Ray says, "Hey guys, I'm traveling, so probably won't see this being read, but just wanted to say, run, don't walk. Get your nightcap Olympic merch. I already ordered mine. Can't wait to get those blue shorts." Well, couldn't wait to get mine either, Laney Ray, but unfortunately, I can't wait to get a pair that fit. Double J 2285 says, "Hey guys, what do you think of being disqualified for a false start and 4 years of work is over before it started? Love the show." Well, that's the way it is now, because what transpired was men and women was jockeying around with the start, and 4 or 5 starts trying to gain a competitive advantage that says, okay, we're gonna stop this one and you're gone. It's tough. It's very, very tough. I mean, can you imagine
4
being
years
in a situation, Ocho, you train 4 years and a false start?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, I got me an outfit for the rest of the month.
Yeah, it's tough. GMAC2 said Alfred took that medal. Shout out to St. Lucia, well deserved. Alfred is from St. Catherine High in Jamaica. Well, I don't know where she's from. She represents St. Lucia. Oh, yeah. St. Lucia, they pay a lot of money for gold medal, don't they?
They do?
How much they pay? Yeah, I think they pay a lot.
But,
I know. So they probably, man.
True.
Julien, man, because she ran at the University of Texas.
She went to UT?
Yeah.
Okay. That's live. Baby girl, Sha'Carri, she gonna be all right. She gonna be back next year. I mean, I'm talking about next year. She gonna be back. Wait, how old is Miss Richardson?
24.
That's it.
Yeah, she's born in 2000.
We good. We good. We good.
Joe Johnson, ISO Joe, donated $100 and said, "Yo, Unc and Ocho, whenever y'all come to Atlanta, come join me for some hot yoga at my spot.
Hold on.
Yoga."
Hey, that JoJo? That Joe for real?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's him.
That's really Joe?
Yeah.
Goddamn ISO Joe, man. Boy, I'll put your head in the bucket, boy. Play me one-on-one. I'll come to Atlanta. You beat me one-on-one and I do hot yoga. How about that? Hey, man, I'll take Joe off the post, man.
Hey, it's hot yoga all the time. I don't know about you, Ocho. It be hot yoga. It be some stretching going on and a lot of sweating. That Bikram. You know, I'm good at Bikram.
Who?
Bikram. That's the hot yoga where they put you in that room about 110 degrees and you have your sweating.
Why the room got to be hot? Like, I don't understand how
because
people. Hey, Joe. Hey,
you're more
tell me something. Hey, Joe, I know you listening, baby. Tell me something, man.
Yes.
Like, I can't sit still. I can sit still and play video games for 8-9 hours a day. I can do that. How do you sit down and do downward dogs and just quiet and do all this stuff, like, and no entertainment, no nothing? Like, I never understood it. But Joe, for you, when I come that, matter of fact, when we go to the show, when we do the show in Atlanta, August 22nd, I'm gonna fly in a few days early. Joe, I'm gonna do hot yoga. I don't see how you sit. I can't sit still. I couldn't sit still in high school. I couldn't sit still in kindergarten. I don't see how y'all sit still for hot yoga. Like, you're not doing nothing. There's no entertainment. You can sit still. Cause see right there, if your mom or your grandma cut your ass, you can sit still. It's amazing how I couldn't sit still either in class. But when I got home, when my grandma said, "Sit your ass down on that couch," right? But that's different. That's authority. Anytime it's authority, you know, I'm gonna sit down. I mean, a lot of these symptoms that kids got diagnosed with now, right? My grandma beat that out of us. man, if you from the South, I can just speak to people in the South. If you from the South, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. ADHD, all that. Hey, it wasn't no such thing, huh? Yeah. Beat it right up out of you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You know, hey, I had to get older before I worked on my lisp and stuttering. Right. My grandpa said, "Hey, boy, hey, start over. I'm gonna cut your ass if you don't slow it down." Man, you thought my cousin was goddamn Dr. King. Hell no. Man, them old people ain't play that foolishness. Nah, not back then. Kids about, he got ADHD, all that excessive talking, and no, man, please. And interrupting the class. What? Let that teacher send something one more time, send something home again. Man. Boy. Man, them old people. Now you can't today you can't touch your child today. You can't touch him. No, hell no. But see, and they know that. Yeah. That's why. But see, there was just a certain level, not everybody, but there's just a certain level of a respect. Right. Where I grew up, anybody that was older than you could correct you. Oh yeah, always. They saw you doing something wrong. Hey, little boy, what you doing? You want me to tell Miss Mary on you? Oh, you don't want that. No, ma'am. You don't want that. Hey, boy, if I tell Mr. Barney, there was a level of respect. Right. There was a level of correction. If in the community, they didn't talk back to no, you ain't my mama. You don't tell me what to do. I ain't never hear nobody say that. Back then? Thank you. You would have picking your teeth off the floor. Yeah. But the funny thing about it is, it take a village back then, and the village did what they were supposed to do. Now, if you do something wrong, whoever catch you doing wrong, they gonna whoop you. And wait till your parents get home, and when your parents get home, you're gonna get whooped again. Get it again. Yes, man. Yes. Think about all the videos today, Unc. Think about all the videos you see of kids talking back to their parents, pulling away from their parents, talking trash, I don't want to be here no more. I don't know why you even had me. I'm sick of this shit. What?
Mm-mm.
Man. Yeah.
Bad of old people. Hey, Barney Porter said, hey, boy, don't make me chew this food twice. Spanky, what do you mean by saying chew that food twice? He didn't want to repeat himself. hey, hey, Spanky, what do you mean by that? Okay.
Hey,
man, the old people that play Ocho.
Yeah, I can hear my grandma now, man. I can hear my grandma now. I would beg my teachers not to write me a referral. Please don't write me a referral. You're not gonna have no more problems no more. Mind you, I was at Miami Beach Senior High as a freshman. My grandma was right around the corner at Nautilus Middle School. So she purposely wouldn't let me go to the schools in the inner city so she can keep an eye on me. If there were any problems, she can get to me real fast.
Right.
Here I go, still acting up. And she right around the corner. Oh, so you still want to act up? Oh, we get home. Oh, they done called me and I heard about your referral. Do me a favor. Go out there and get me a switch. Mind you, I go out there and find a spot. I try to go get the smallest switch I can find off the mango tree. Ain't no mangoes now.
Yeah.
But I'm on the mango tree trying to get the smallest switch I can find. Now, if you bring me a switch that's too small, I'm going to go out there and get the switch my goddamn self. Now, play around if you want to.
Yes. Man, I used to run, Ocho.
But I'm
gonna catch him, Spanky. Spanky ain't catching nothing here. Ocho, catch him, Spanky. Oh, Shannon hit out.
Yeah.
Hey, and I would get another beating because I pushed the screen though, and then push the screen out the door. Now flies, mosquitoes gonna be coming to the house. Boy, my grandma heart. Oh boy, she gonna tear my ass up when I get home. You know what? I stayed out there about 4 or 5 hours in them branches. The mosquitoes getting bad now. Ocho, I like, man.
Yeah.
Let me go back and take this. Let me take this one.
I remember them days, man. I miss old Bessie Mayflowers, man. God, I got some stories, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, I got some stories, man.
If acting up in school, all they had to do is say, hey, you don't want me to call Miss Mary, do you?
Yeah.
Nope, I don't.
Damn.
And hey, and they already know.
Yeah.
Boy, Barney Porter came out there. It's gonna be hell to pay now. Oh, it's gonna be hey. It's gonna be hell to pay. So I'm gonna be on my best behavior. Dr. Frankie L. Bellman, hey guys, you have been told to do a play on the field, but ignore coach because you knew the play was better.
Hell no.
Nah, I haven't.
If anything, the quarterback had the jurisdiction.
Yeah.
To change it based on what he saw in front of him, but us, hey, I ain't had that kind of authority.
I changed the play one time.
For real?
I did. I didn't change the play. I switched positions with Carswell.
Okay.
I didn't change the play.
So you can get the ball though? So you can get the ball?
But the one time I should have switched positions, it was the time in 93. And we had a double tight end, Tiger. The off tight end was called Tiger. Some people call it L Fly.
Right.
But if I'd have done it, Ocho, I'd have had 1,000 yards. So I'd have had 4
1,000-yard season in a row.
Yeah. I had 96, 97. I'd have had 4 1,000-yard receiving seasons because I ended up 5 yards short. But it was a situation where I thought looking at what they was doing defensively, I could get down there and influence the safety quicker than Carswell could. But I didn't think that they was going to change the coverage because of the position that I was in.
Right.
The reason why they was going to play the coverage that they were going to play is because I was going to be the Tiger, and he was going to be the F. I mean the Y. Once I flipped it, well, they flipped the coverage. So, break room. What are your 3 top comedian movies of all time? And thank you guys for what you do.
Whoa, say that again.
what are your top 3 comedies, movies of all time?
Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna start. Top 3 movie comedies of all time: Life, Coming to America, and Harlem Nights. Easy. Anytime they on, I can watch them. I can watch it over and over and over and over.
Yep.
It's like an episode of Martin. It doesn't matter where Martin is. If I see it on TV, I can watch it. The same thing. Yep. Life, Coming to America, and Harlem Nights. It don't matter.
That's it. I can't even argue with that one.
Golly.
Life was, oh man, Harlem Nights. Yeah, I can't even argue with you. I can't. I love Blue Streak with Martin and Dave.
Yeah. With the pizza. Yeah, that was a good one.
Hey, while you bull jiving, Nutty Professor, the first one with Eddie Murphy. Yeah, and he played all the characters around the table.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Man, Eddie did it. Eddie did that one. Potato _ said, I've been trying to order Shea by LaPortier, but it's unavailable to ship to Indiana. I still love y'all though. Hopefully we come to Indiana soon. I don't know why y'all we won't ship to Indiana. But Potato, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support you guys have shown me with Shea by LaPortier. I said that. Man, that was a great one, man. We really appreciate, man, there's a 9-hour difference between where Justin is and where we are on the West Coast. There's a 6-hour difference between where he is and where you are, Ocho. And for him to stay up that late at night.
That's dope.
And say, hey, I'm going to come on with you guys, blah, blah, blah. We got a couple of other people that could potentially come on. And so hopefully that'll pan out because it would be very interesting to have these men and women on, and some of them are participants at the Paris Olympics. So, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. That is your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Guys, please make sure you go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Every podcast subscriber is greatly, greatly appreciated. Please make sure you check out Shea by LaPortier. We are taking pre-orders, and we should have those orders filled within a week because we have the inventory in there to handle all of your requests. Please go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Media. And my clothing company, 84. That's 84 spelled out. Our Olympic merch, what Ocho and I have on. We have T-shirts and shorts, although these don't fit nobody I know. Our Olympic merch just dropped, and the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Use code Olympics. You already know the quality is exceptional. Thank you. Justin, nephew, I really appreciate that. We had breaking down today's race, 5-time Olympic medalist, 12-time world champion medalist, a 2004 Olympic champ in the 100 meters, a 2015 world champ, and the 2005, 2017 world champ in the 100 meters. He doubled it up in 05 because he won the 200 meters also, and he was a winning member of the 2019 world champion 4x4 meter relay. Justin Gatlin joined us for over an hour talking about today's race and projecting of what he thinks is going to happen in the men's 100 and 200 as well as the women 200. So again, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We're back tomorrow.